First Alert forecast with meteorologist Corey Thompson.
All quiet around eastern Iowa again late this evening. There were a few showers that trying to move through northeast Iowa. Maybe saw a few raindrops. Very light though, and have since diminished. And we keep those out of your forecast for the next 24 hours. Your First Alert all green across the board. View from our Vinton City cam shows that quiet picture. Not much to see as temperatures have fallen there to 49 degrees, 50 in Dubuque, Iowa City, and Waterloo. Dew points are down the low to mid 40s. So that is generally where we're headed for our lows, though those may fall a little bit more as we go later into the night. Pinpoint Futurecast otherwise kept us pretty quiet this evening, and it will continue to do so into the night. Mostly clear skies, very few clouds expected overnight generally, and for the start of tomorrow too. In fact, you remember that time lapse we showed you at the top of the program? Tomorrow's going to look a lot like that yet again. We will see some clouds develop in the afternoon, perhaps not as widespread as today, and winds will be a little bit lighter. So it'll probably make for a pretty nice and pleasant afternoon. Now by evening, a few clouds will move in from the west. This batch of cloud cover will be associated with the movement of a warm air mass that will be headed for eastern Iowa. Southerly winds associated with it will bring in that warmer air as we head toward the start of the work week. Now tonight temperatures will be very chilly. 38 degrees in Charles City, 39 in Cedar Rapids, 40 in Fayette. So a little bit colder the farther northwest you go. Remember that frost advisory well in northwest Iowa tonight. Not expecting frost tonight in eastern Iowa. Not expecting records either, but we're awfully close. Cedar Rapids will be within a degree. Iowa City within 2. Those set decades ago. And typically we don't get our first low below 40 degrees, at least on average, until late September. Waterloo's typically the earliest on September 18th. Now again, there have been plenty of occasions when it's been this early or even earlier, but it is certainly on the early side of what a typical fall looks like. Now tomorrow our highs will be a little bit warmer than today. We're talking 67 in Fayette, 68 in Cedar Rapids, 70 in Washington. So some areas getting back above that 70-degree mark and likely not to turn back at least for several more days. That's thanks to a little bit of a southerly wind that will kick in especially Monday, could last onto Tuesday, but we keep that southerly direction going for Wednesday and Thursday. All of that will be part of a shift in our weather pattern that just generally makes warmer weather a bit more favorable. Here's that cool air mass that we've been dealing with over the past couple of days, and then we will see that eventually shift away. Looks like the weather graphics don't want to advance, but we will see that change. It does come with a little bit of a rain chance too. Tuesday and Wednesday have that opportunity for a few showers, maybe a rumble of thunder as we transition to even warmer weather later in the week. Typically you might think that wet weather comes with a change to cool. Not so this time. Temperatures in the 70s next couple of days. There's that shower chance, slight as it may be. And then we see things stay pretty dry after that. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 80s by then. Overnight lows in the upper 50s to low 60s, which implies that we're going to see a return of late summer heat, but not necessarily late summer humidity. It will still be fairly pleasant, though warm on most of those days. Circle that Friday night lights on your calendar. It could be the warmest, at least so far this season.
That is the best of both worlds. No humidity.
Certainly helps. It makes it more palatable.
Yeah. I've never been more excited for a week.
Wow, okay, great.
All right, thank you, Corey.